Hello, guys. What is your definition of being broke? Let's get into it. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the channel, Frank Talks Money. Real quick, guys, I just need that one small favor. Remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with the more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right to it. Guys, real quick, filming this video tonight. I am 6 family members away from 8,000 family members on the Frank Talks Money platform. So remember, guys, I need your help. Share the video. I appreciate it. So guys, I got 2 quick points I want to talk to you guys about real quick. So I got a comment today. An individual asked me, why do I use the term broke in my titles a lot? And I'm going to tell you guys real quick why I do that. I explained this before, but I've gotten a lot of subscribers since I had to explain this before in the past. So let me explain this real quick. Guys, YouTube feeds off negativity. I can make a video about budgeting, saving, investing, great things we need to be doing. Things we need to be doing in our financial lives to better our financial lives. But guess what? YouTube does not push those videos out. They don't. YouTube feeds off negativity. And I am still a small channel. If I want my message to get out to the masses, and the channel to grow, sometimes I gotta have a negative message, a negative title, so YouTube will push my information out. Otherwise, YouTube doesn't push the information out. So in order for me to grow the channel, in order for the channel to grow, sometimes I got to have a negative title. Sometimes I got to do a video that may seem negative, have a negative tone to it in order for YouTube to push it out. I don't particularly like it, but it's the strategy and the game I got to play with YouTube till the channel gets a little bigger. So bear with me. Sometimes my videos are going to have a negative title, a negative connotation to it. So I just need for you guys not to take it personal. Bear with me. Have thick skin. Don't worry about the title. If it doesn't fit you, don't give it much thought. I appreciate you listening to the video. So that's why I do that. Just want to give that quick explanation, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about, guys, I got another comment. And they say this individual basically said they didn't agree with how I view a person being broke, right? So I'm going to read the comment. And both individuals were great individuals. They wasn't being rude or being jerks, him or her. They were great. They were just asking me why I did certain things. And we had dialogue back and forth, and it was great dialogue. But I'm gonna read that comment to you about not agreeing with me how I view broke. So they basically said, respectively, your view is incorrect about most people that receive SNAP. They work full time, they're elderly, disabled, or are veterans. So most people on SNAP are not broke. They need help because these companies don't pay a living wage most of the times, amongst other things. So, like I told them, I'm not being a smartass, but if you need help, if you need SNAP, or you need other government benefits, isn't that broke? You don't have the money to afford those things? So wouldn't that be considered broke? I mean, am I looking at this wrong, guys? Guys, I really want your opinions. Put them in the comments. I really want to know how you guys view being broke, or what your view is of a person being broke. So I went to Chat GBT and asked, What makes a person broke? ChatGPT looks at it how I look at it. Financially broke, living paycheck to paycheck, spending all income with nothing left and no savings or emergency funds. You're considered broke. You're living paycheck to paycheck. There's no other money after you pay your bills. High debt burden. Carrying credit card debt, student loans, car loan debt without the means to pay it off. You're considered broke. Lacking emergency savings or investments. If you're lacking in savings, you don't have any emergency funds, or lacking in investments, you're considered broke. I.e. example, a lot of these federal government workers, I'm not poking at anyone, but these are the facts. A lot of these federal workers, government workers, a lot of individuals that's being laid off, they don't have savings, they have no investments, they had no emergency funds. So they're having to take out loans, use food pantries, borrow money from friends and family. That's broke, right? Overspending. Spending more than one earns, often on non-essential items, which leads to chronic financial instability, will make one's self broke. So, am I looking at this wrong, guys? Honestly, I just want to know, am I looking at it wrong? Because what I just read from ChatGPT is how I view broke. If you have no savings, no investments, no emergency fund, can't pay off your debt, you would be considered broke, right? And now this individual brought up the fact about taking out a loan for a mortgage. Well, everybody doesn't have $400,000 or $500,000 to pay for a home. But if you have investments, you have an emergency fund, and you don't live check to check, you're still not broke even though you have a mortgage. I have a mortgage. I could pay my mortgage off tomorrow. I have the assets to do so, but that doesn't make financial sense. Why would I do that? I got a low mortgage and I'm not broke. I have a high net worth. I have assets. I have savings. I have an emergency fund. When I grab my bill out the mailbox, I come in here and I jump on my computer or my phone and I pay the bill that day. I don't have to wait for a paycheck to come in. So even though I have a mortgage, I'm not broke. I have assets. I don't have high interest debt. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I have financial cushion because I have an emergency fund. I have assets. I don't overspend. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. So I wouldn't be considered broke because I have all the essentials to prevent me from being broke. So guys, like I said, I want to know how you guys feel about that. How do you view being broke? I want to know your honest opinion. Give me your honest opinion on how you view being broke. Because to me, if you need to go to SNAP, you need government assistance. If you need help buying food, wouldn't you be considered broke? Just asking the question. So the individual, if you're watching this video, like I said, great dialogue. It was great dialogue. You were very respectful. I was very respectful, and I don't mind dialogue like that. But we have a difference of opinion, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. That was make us great as individuals, because sometimes we can look at things through a different lens, and that's okay. Nobody's right or wrong, but I want to know how you guys view being broke. So guys, again, 6 subs away from 8,000. Remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out here.